we're going to continue on with our juggling unit. We are going to be learning how to juggle 3 scarves today, or 3 beanbags. I made my own little juggling balls here, as you can see, but again, you could use some rolled up socks. I'm going to review how to juggle 2, and then I'll teach you how to go on and juggle 3. No matter what objects you're juggling, it takes a lot of practice. It is called muscle memory. Once again, you have to teach both your left and right hands how to work together. So it's going to take you a lot of practice. So please do not get frustrated with yourself. I know you guys can do this. It's just going to take you a lot of practice. So I'm going to quickly review 2 scarves right here. Remember, you want to use your claw grip, so fingers are down. Okay, and we're making the crisscross pattern, crisscross applesauce. Remember, when you're juggling, pretend like you have 2 targets above your head on either side, and those are your aiming points. Same thing goes when we're juggling our beanbags. So let me show you the 2 scarves really quick, and then we'll move on to 3. Once again with 2, you want to have your hands down, claw grip, crisscross applesauce. Here we go. Crisscross applesauce. Again, if you're just beginning, let the scarves fall to the floor. Here we go. Crisscross applesauce. Remember those 2 targets right here above your head. You don't want to go too high. You don't want to go too low. Give yourself a chance to catch. One more time, and this time I'm going to catch. Holding at the ends. Crisscross applesauce. There you go. Don't forget, you can snatch it right out of the air. So when you are doing 3, what you're going to want to do is hold the end of your plastic bag or your scarf in one hand. And then I have my little pincer right here, which is where I'm going to hold my other one. Okay, this is where some people get a little lost because they don't know how to hold on to it. So again, first one goes right in between your pinky. Next one, you're going to make a little pincher and hold right there. And my third one, I'm going to hold in my other hand. I always start with the hand that has 2 first, so that I can keep going. First thing I'm going to do, just count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to let them fall to the floor. That's it. I'm not going to try to catch them. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And that's going to help me teach myself the pattern of how I want my arms to throw the scarves. If I throw them at the same time, I'm never going to be able to keep going with 3. So again, hold it in the bottom of my hand. I'm going to make my pincher. Here we go. There's the second one. And I'm always going to start with that hand, with the 2 in one hand. And then I have 1 in my other hand. Here we go. One more time, I'm going to let them fall to the floor. 1, 2, 3. Again, aiming right for those targets. Right for those targets above my head. When I get that down, then I can start to try to catch. I'm going to wait till the first scarf comes almost all the way down before I throw the second one. These will come down nice and slow for me, so I have lots and lots of time to keep throwing. But again, make sure you're doing your crisscross pattern. 1, 2, 3. And then just try to count as many as you can keep going. See if you can catch the first one, and then let the other ones fall to the floor. It doesn't matter. It's just going to take lots of practice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you keep going. Just like that. Make sure you're giving yourself a chance to catch. If they fall to the floor, oh well. It's going to take a lot of practice. Lots and lots of practice. If they fall, it's going to happen. Do not give up. They will fall down to the floor nice and slow for you. Again, if you're using your plastic bags, see if you can't get them of different colors so it gives your mind something easier to look at. If you can't, that's fine, but again, let them fall to the floor. It's okay. You're going to be dropping things a lot here. This is why we're practicing. As you get better, then you can bring it down, and you don't have to throw them so high up. But with scarves, they like to go high so that they have some chance to fall. Here we go. I'll show you again. 1, 2, 3. crisscross, then I'm crossing, crisscross applesauce, and then keep on practicing, practice, practice, practice. So that is how you juggle 3 scarves. Now I'm going to show you how to do 3 beanbags, 3 sock balls if you have them. Again, this is what most people will probably be using, and that's okay. You don't really want to use tennis balls because they're going to be bouncing all over the place, okay? So if you have something heavy that's not going to be bouncing all over the place so that you don't have to go and run and pick them up all the time, you might want to do that. One more time, I'm going to show you how to do 2, okay? And then we will work on 3. So I do have my beanbags that I made myself just with some fabric and some duct tape, okay? And they're heavy so that if they fall, they're just going to sit there. They're not going to roll all over the place, all right? And again, you want your elbows kind of by your side, but instead of palms down like this, you want your palms up to the ceiling just like this, okay? And again, you want your targets right above your head. That's where you're aiming. Same idea with the crisscross, okay? But you're going to come into the middle and up, into the middle and up, kind of with a scooping motion of your hands. We don't want to go out front like this, and we don't want to pull back like this, okay? You want it in one plane, okay? So again, with 2. 1, 2, catch, catch. Toss, toss, catch, catch. Toss, toss, catch, catch. Go down here, nice and high, and give yourself a chance to catch. Toss, toss, catch, catch. Toss, toss, catch, catch. Okay? Once you have that perfectly without dropping, then you can start to do 3, which is a lot harder, even though we're just adding 1 more. So, what you're going to do is hold 2 in one hand, just like this, 2 in one hand, and again, just like the scarves, you're always going to start with that hand. If you're having trouble releasing the second one, start with your non-dominant hand. I like to start with my right hand because that's my good hand. If you're a lefty, start with your left hand with the 2 in your hand. Okay, again, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm letting them fall to the floor. I'm not even going to worry about catching them. Okay, not even going to worry about catching them. I want them to land right in front of my toes. My feet are about shoulder width apart. Okay, same width as my targets up here. And I'm just going to let them fall. Counting 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Now I should have 2 in front of one toe and 1 in front of the other toe. I'm going to pick them up, do it again. Only maybe I'll go a little bit faster this time. 1, 2, 3. Because that's how the speed that I want to go. Okay? After that, I'm going to start to try just to catch 2 in my other hand. I'm not going to worry about throwing, okay, and catching. I'm just going to worry about trying to catch 1, not all 3. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3. I caught 1. I let the other 2 come to the floor. That's it. I cleared the 1 out of this hand so that I could catch it. And that's what you have to start training your brain to do. Okay? And then try to catch 2. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. See? And guess what? That happens. So, we're going to try it again. 2 in one hand. 1, 2. And let the third one fall. After I do that, then I'll try to catch all 3. Here we go. Starting with 2 in one hand. 1, 2. And now I have an opposite hand, 2 and 1. So you just keep working yourself up. After you've caught all 3, then you could start to try to continue to throw. Again, you have to give yourself enough space throwing above your head so that you can give yourself a chance to catch. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just try to keep going. Notice I'm giving myself a lot of space. And guess what? I dropped it because it happens all the time. You cannot give up. Keep practicing. I'll do it from the side just so you can see, because some of the things that people tend to do is throw out like this and they start to chase it forward, or they start to come in. You want to make sure you're not throwing forward or back. It's all in the same lane. Some people start to do this. Okay. The other problem some people have is they pull it back like this. Alright? So try to make sure you're not moving forward or back. And then your hands are kind of doing one of these motions into the middle, into the middle, into the middle. Okay? Keep practicing. Practice, practice, practice. If you're struggling to release that ball from your hand, okay, just keep practicing. Or switch hands and start with 2 in your non-dominant hand, your not-so-favorite hand, so that it will get out first, okay? But again, keep practicing. Count the numbers in your head. Make sure you are making your crisscross pattern with your targets, okay? There's plenty of videos online as well that can teach you how to juggle 3 different objects. Hopefully I helped you guys today. Please send me those videos. I love seeing you guys practice. Don't get down on yourself. Don't get discouraged. This is many, many years of practice. Our next video, I'll show you some cool tricks. I've been doing this since elementary school, so I've had lots and lots of practice. So don't give up. Don't give up. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.